When we think of a super sports machine, the KTM is the brand that first fled our mind. Usually, our tagline is made like a gun and goes like a bullet. But this is an entirely different DNA and track focused weapon on board the KTM RC200 GP edition. If you're ready to race, then the refined firepower will pull you all the way to the red line. This entry-level super sports machine is more practical and versatile. The RC stands for Racing Competition. The paint scheme looks awesome in a combo of both glossy and the matte finish. This RC looks more bigger and elegant. The side fairings with the brand name looks absolutely superb. This is a dual channel ABS with the Supermoto mode. The Supermoto ABS will help to slide into the corners with more confidence, which means the rider could find the quickest line around the corner without losing the speed. We get a 320mm disc up front with a radially mounted caliper and a 230mm disc at the rear with a floating caliper. When talking about the hardware further, we get a 43mm WP Apex upside down forks up front and a WP Apex monoshock at the rear with a 10-step adjustable. The steering responds in a more precise manner and the tires provide a superior road grip even when you lean on the long sweepers or at the tight hairpin bends. The new chassis split release frame will give you more stability and control when pushing the limits on twisties or at the local track. The LED headlamp and the LED tail section gives a stunning look. The curved radiator design will give you better heat dissipation. But however, the radiator fan kicks in very often and I could be able to feel the heat being dissipated on my legs when riding at lower RPMs. As a Castine bulleteer and our own signature style of testing the slow speed cruising ability on this racing DNA, you can absolutely do speeds of about 26 km per hour in a 5th gear and 40 to 45 km per hour speeds in a 6th gear effortlessly without any single engine knock. When we talk about the race spec of the engine, the new proven 200cc engine gets a revised mapping and equipped with a 40% bigger airbox for the engine to breathe more easily. As a result, we get a super slick throttle response when we ring the throttle. This single-cylinder liquid-cooled setup DOHC engine will churn out 25 PS of max power at 10,000 RPM and a 19.2 Nm of peak torque at 8,000 RPM, mated with a 6-speed gearbox. This racing DNA is offered with the adjustable handlebar with the risers. Relax yourself in the tight city streets. Meanwhile, you can hit the track by tucking yourself with the full racing posture by removing the risers. With the 835mm seat height, the shorter riders might find it tiptoe, but once when you swing the leg over, the punchy acceleration will give you more ton of a fun, whether you are on the testing track or on the highway or at the tight city streets. The rider seat is well padded and even the pillion seat is well cushioned and the grab rail becomes an added bonus. But as far as I'm concerned, always a super sports machine should be ridden preferably solo as they have more tendency to do the triple digit top speeds anywhere. When talking about the instrumental cluster, this LED display will offer you ample of information like speedo, tacho, gear position indicator, clock, odo to trip meter readouts, fuel range, and the average fuel consumption, and moreover, it doesn't get any Bluetooth connectivity. The ground clearance is 156 mm, and as per owner reported, the mileage is around in between 30 and 32 kmpl with a 13.7 liters of tank fuel capacity. Rubbers are 17-inch 110 by 70 section tire up front and a 17-inch 150 by 60 section tire at the back. This is a sports bike and your wrist and back starts to hurt a bit after a few minutes. Finally, in my opinion, this track weapon is more practical for your daily commutes in the normal streets and maybe for some time for an occasional long trips.